And on the other hand, Pixelated Max, not as well known, I would say, but still very strong. Representing the Sin, looking very good this patch, as I said before. A lot of their tools have been buffed, much faster, much more usable. And I mean, even more beyond usable, like actually quite a good character.
Yeah, it's very strong characters going at it. You know, for some people, these are two of the top 5 duking it out. And it looks like Flare's starting to get the win condition online, which is put you in the corner. All Flare needs is a wall break, and it really starts going.
We're returning to those exert roots with the Sin at top tier. It's just how it is.
Oh, and there we go.
Look at that health being deleted, and when you're Chip, it is so hard to keep your composure against this character, against Sin, because of how hard he hits. He's just on top of you and just completely overloading the mental stack, canceling these specials into each other.
Yeah, especially with Sin having an unfuzzyable 50-50 this patch. There's a lot that Sin can do, especially with, and then you got the DP that you have to be really on top of punishing, where it turns into not only being plus on block, but extra free pressure.
Yep. Oh, jeez, this is so scary, and FlareG not able to keep up as Pixelated Max is already taking that first set. Sorry, not the first set, the first game of the first set.
Yeah, definitely will be up to Flare. Take into account how Max has been playing and adapt to it. Because with Sin this patch, very good convertibility off of many hits. And then that turns for Chip to being a quick death off of just seemingly minor mistakes. But Flare, I know, is one that, sometimes needs a game or two to warm up and get a feel. And then it just slides in the other direction.
I say both these characters are actually very grounded. Chip, especially, like the way Chip wants to play is they want to be on the ground and cancel a bunch of like safe moves into each other and start making you guess with Rekkas, right? However, when you're fighting against a character like Sin, who's also very grounded and also hits super hard, maybe going for an air approach more often would be to your benefit. And FlareG looking much better into this second game.
Yeah, found the wall ride combo to just delete most of Max's health, and then just got a little 5p counter hit, and that's all she wrote.
Alright, zooming right in, Wild Assault. I could have sworn that would be his move because of how fast it brings him over to the next area.
Ooh, that J2K wasn't ready for a 2K here, sending through the wall, hard knockdown. One of Chip's other win conditions, just get positive bonus, achieved, and whiffing the throw is so dangerous here, having to risk on a DP to keep things going.
That's so true. Positive bonus and Chip, not something you want to hear in the same sentence. And look at that. That is death.
Yeah.
Extra meter, bringing him to the other wall, taking him for a little trip around the world, and sending him right through the other way, right back where they came from.
And now set count is 1-1. Quick answer back from Flare. The ball is back in Max's court to establish control in this matchup.
That's for sure. Now that FlareG is not making as many mistakes as before, adjusting to Pixelated Max's play style and able to get out of a lot of Pixelated, more of Max's pressure. FlareG can finally start making this character tick.
Yeah, heavily Flare representing DP a lot more has been key, because having to keep in mind your opponent has a DP too and are not afraid of risking some health for it. Definitely forces you to change some of that more risky high reward pressure up, and Flare takes full advantage of it.
The RC up overhead, not blocking the second hit of the overhead. That can be really tricky to block against because it has 2 hits and both of them are overhead. So if you block low a little too quickly, that's going to catch you.
Yeah, it really does feel like a 50-50 with that lower JH of whether or not Chip will land into KU, or if the JH will be just high enough to hit you again. I don't blame anyone for getting hit there. Oh, yeah, big.
Up, tap, dust, and able to convert off of it, blocking the burst, baiting it out with the Alpha Blade. Another mix. That was a really tricky cross-up right there, but Max is on top of it, using a DP into the super, sending him through the wall. Positive bonus for Sin, for Max.
Oh, and does an FD on a wake up, so the Gamma Blade, it takes enough damage to kill. And that'll be Flare at 2-1. Didn't come into effect, but you know, the change where Kara's Tyrant Barrel does not eat food anymore. That could have made some effect, just didn't come out, just got hit.
That's for sure. It looks like players getting right back into it. Set point here for FlareG. Pixelated Mix now is on the back foot after that very dominant first set, but because this is a best of 3, because we're going for these longer sets, actually it won't be a regular set for a regular bracket, but because it is a best of 3, it does require you to make adjustments along the way. And if you're not adjusting fast enough, you're going to be getting caught up in how fast Chip is of a character.
Yeah. We see here Flare, nice, gets the counter hit on the burst. Oh no, the burst getting stolen. No huge combo to come from it, but it's not gonna matter. Just need 5 small ones.
You get him a little slap. Hey, wake up.
My gosh, here we go, the schmicks.
Now there we go, the punish counter hit on the DP, but just a little too high up. FlareG missing the wall break. Still looking good though, lots of health remaining, but that can be deleted super fast, as Sin is a super high damage character and Chip is a very low health character. Not going to work right there, but that will do it. Like, run up close slash, going to be a perfect as FlareG takes the first set for Odins. For Kwaku's Goon against Odins Gaming.
almost switched Flare over to the other side.
Defects over. I was like, nah, I think I'm good. I don't want to be in tree sports anymore.
Having a good DP just puts him in a pretty good spot. But you just always got to remember, this is Red we're talking about.
Yeah, but everything you just talked about, it's not going to happen if you're just going to be stuck in the corner all the time, eating all this mix, all this guard crush from RedIamNot.
Yeah. Being counter hit by 486 is definitely not what you want to start out your round with against Gold Lewis doing.
The immediate 6P being used as a really effective counter poke.
Oh, another big thing too is in this matchup, Rin definitely has to show that they can deal with Gold Lewis JD, or Red is just gonna get away with murder.
JD is still such a hard thing to get to deal with though. The fact that like it's so big, it feels like you can't answer it a lot of the time.
I mean, Kai has his 6P, has his DP, and those are both really strong buttons at dealing with any aerial assault that someone tries to pull out, not even just Gold Lewis.
Yeah, that is true, but it is still a bit of commitment, especially if you're going to be doing a DP in the air against the other character, because of the fact that you can block in the air and strive, and if you read the situation wrong, then it can be really bad if they block that DP. However, it's not going to matter anymore.
As we're going to the set?
Yeah, we're going to get a bit of a different change of pace, change of things, as Rin is now representing the Sin.
Does all of Odins Gaming just have a Sin?
I don't know. I guess.
What was that interaction?
Wait, does Angeleye have a sin?
I don't know. I cannot remember. There's a very likely chance they know at least a little sin.
I feel like everybody knows at least a little sin. It's just the character.
This interaction between DP and White Wild Assault, it's hilarious. It's clown shoes even. Oh, JD hitting them toes, whatever Rin tried to press was wrong.
At max range, what can you do in a situation like that? 6P wouldn't work. That's incredibly disjointed. You just cannot mess with it when Gold Lewis is in the air coming down on you like an unidentified flying object.
Oh, we got the blue beat combo and Rin almost died from it. Right, but now they've got a counter hit started. They can make something of this, and we just reversal super our problems away. Red up 2-0.
One more game for Red. Red hasn't dropped a single game yet, and I don't think he intends to make this his first.
Right. Rin opting to stick with the Sin here. I think the Kai is a lot more solid of a choice, but this is up to them, so they're locking in Sin for the rest of the set.
Yeah, it seems like it. Just rolling in with Sin, hoping to carry her through this entire through the rest of this set, and looking pretty good at it right now. Still, you're fighting against another explosive character, arguably even more explosive, and you can't block all this stuff. It's going to be really bad.
Oh, here we go. We turning, but we blocking, and we're not punishing.
What? The two match?
We're matching after reversal super gets blocked. It works out in our favor. White Wild Assault comes and just puts the icing on the cake.
Madman, I tell you.
Oh, nice DP. But the 2P mash again. The people's elbow. And that should be death. Never mind, we didn't RC it.
Burn out, Pure C back, trying to keep the corner, keep that position, and the White Wild Assault will do it. RedIamNot securing the second game for Kwaku's Goon Sesh for Tree Sports, and now 3 points are on the board as we are going into the third and final round of tonight's stream between Skullduggers and Angeleye, the anchor match to decide if we're tying or if we're sweeping.
Yeah, and this will be a match. This is going to be Skullduggers' chance at redemption here to clinch out a 4-0 and give Goon Sesh their 6 points that they definitely want.
Well, we will see as we are locking in, ready to get into the final game. This is going to be really, really good, really exciting to see these two players play against each other, because I don't think they really have played against each other, or at least in the brackets that I've seen.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like a player matchup we see very often. See a lot of Bridget, see a lot of Faust, but these two in particular, there's a lot. Oh, and Skullduggers just showing some real ferocity. DP whiffing, life depleted.
And these conversions are on point. This spacing is on point, and Skullduggers is making the most out of all these situations. Look at these conversions. Thrust in fishing rod, home run. That's a point. They should just make it to where every single time Faust gets a home run, we just add an extra point to their score.
Just a free point.
It's baseball rules. That's what we want to call it.
Okay, we're calling it baseball rules. I don't think Skullduggers will need it though. Looking pretty nice. taking that first round convincingly.
All right, y'all, pack it up. Kwaku's Goon Sesh has 4 points now.
Angeleye, thankfully though, for Angeleye, this is the first to 4. So they got some time in order to take it all back.
All right. Oh, yeah, Skullduggers. I like the usage of the burst right there to keep Angeleye from getting their win condition, getting that hard knockdown. Cannot let that Bridget snowball. And going to use the neutral skip with the super right there. That is a throw. That's a hard knockdown. Yo-yo out. Overhead. Low. Overhead. Another overhead. Was guessing a low that time. And unfortunately, that didn't work out for Skullduggers. As Angeleye now is in that win condition. The 6P sniping Angeleye out of the air though. Mini Faust walking forward ever so slowly. And that super is going to clip Skullduggers out from the air as Angeleye takes their first round.
Yeah, definitely. She caught with the Bridget special, the air into the Roger wheel, getting on the wrong end of thrust, getting on the wrong end of a little Faust. But
that's a really good situation for Skullduggers right there, because Angeleye knew like Angeleye could not continue that combo any longer, because if they did, they would get blown up by that bomb. And now Angeleye has the corner against Skullduggers, but Skullduggers going for an instant jump up J2K and hitting Angeleye, forcing a burst from him.
Yeah. And right now Angeleye's just having to play far away from Faust's range. Brawl being super effective here in this matchup. Just duck under quite a few Bridget normals. With mix. Angeleye is in a bad spot. Mini Faust walking to you.
Lots of danger. Really threatening that negative penalty right there. Angeleye is really intent on backing up, trying to like calm down, like trying to find the opportunity to get in. But when you're constantly backdashing, when you're constantly retreating, that danger time, that negative penalty, the threat of it is so dangerous.
And here we go. We got another thrust into the baseball hit. Family's coming out. Mini Faust activated. Everything's going wrong all at once. Burst baited. Holy moly. No resources for either player here. Angeleye 1 hit away from death. Can Skullduggers finish the job, or will we see a comeback?
Yes, it won't matter as long as they don't let Skullduggers play the game. Going for another throw right there in the corner. Are we going to see another one? No, we're not. We're going for the double overhead, and Angeleye takes the game against Skullduggers right there.
Yeah. Good old, if your mix isn't working, you've got a command grab, so you can just go back to strike throw, my beloved.
And when Angeleye hasn't been using throws that much in their pressure recently, it's like that can really just catch you off guard.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to block these absurd 4-way unfuzzyable mix-ups. Bridget's going everywhere all at once, and it's just throw. The Guilty Gear standard.
Why do you think that Guilty Gear players run up throw all the time? Because it works.
Yeah. It works. It's good. I get Oki. You take damage. Hold it.
I feel good about myself.
Yeah. Shake my hand. GG's. Oh, Mini Faust coming out. We skating right through though. Oh, what are you trying to 6H?
Hairdo right there. Set it on fire. Get that extension, and that should be enough to kill. Yes, it will. Skullduggers now have a round up in the third game of this best of 4. J2K really putting in work right now, stuffing on Angeleye's approaches and pokes. And geez, these DP base are out of control for Skullduggers.
Angeleye not able to find a reversal hit. Well, this is, yeah, very scary situation there. finds the DP, but the family comes back and says, nah, even when you're right, you're still wrong. And Skulldoggers will take it 2-1.
Really showing how item awareness is such a big thing when you're playing against Faust. You got to be paying attention to, as Faust, you got to be paying attention to the items so that you can structure your game plan around it. And if you're the opponent, you got to also do the same thing too, for the same reason. You want to be able to avoid it. You want to be able to take advantage of certain opportunities when they present themselves, as we saw with Skulldoggers. Like every single time you see the trumpet come out, you know that Skulldoggers is right on top of it the moment, and like the frame it comes out of their move. They see the trumpet, they're like, I need to get that trumpet. You know, the scarecrows, the cross-up scarecrows, the scarecrows that teleport in front of her. All these using to like take advantage of the items that they're being given.
Yeah, item awareness really big. It's why for the past year and a half now, anytime anyone's asked me for Faust help, half of the matchup notes that I give them are, here's how you deal with each item. It is that important.
And then you have Meteor, where it's like, okay, well, you don't really have counterplay necessarily. It's more so like you kind of just have to hold it and figure it out from there.
We're playing Mario Party for just a couple seconds. How you deal with it? Oh no, gets clipped. And this is going to be very, very bad. And that is going to be a death using a stylish finisher. Perfect. And that's 3-1.
I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it a lot. But Skulldoggers' spacing is just on point right now. All their pokes are just completely stuffing out Angeleye. He's in. Skulldoggers is at the exact right spot to properly punish anything that Angeleye does, and keeping Angeleye down in the spot they want her to be in.
Yeah. Skulldoggers looking really down the barrel
of their character.
Oh no! I appreciate a round start DP attempt. Unfortunately, Skulldoggers was not pressing a button. Ooh, nice. Using a bomb to know that that gives a combo so you can get a free item. But we've seen this before. Angeleye just needs one good walk, and we reversal throw rock the baby. That's a
the backdash, going for something non-committal at first, and then going for a throw instead. Just at the very end to punish it. Now we got a command grab, command throw, and setting that Afro on fire. Gotta hold it. The counter hit, but the bomb is still going to be activated. Gotta be careful of that. The cross up PRC, Mini Faust out, but he's just gonna be walking the opposite direction.
Oh, Angeleye ran into Mini Faust, and that stopped all momentum in its tracks. Mini Faust back out. The activation will kill, so you got to be very careful. And J2K is how we're ending the night. Skulldoggers takes it 4-1 for the Goon Squad.
Kwaku's Goon Sesh completely stuffing out Odins Gaming with 6 points, not letting them take a single set, but still well played to both sides. Well played to all the teams that played today. Super strong players, like I've said before. You see them all the time if you know anything about Guilty Gear Strive brackets, and it's just really cool to see them play in a bit of a different format, a bit of a different setting, and seeing the strategy going around, which players are being picked, what order they're being placed in, is really interesting. It's a new strategy that and a new amount of depth that we haven't been seeing before being brought into play.